Jax is back with Beginner's Tutorial 6, and today we're going to go over how to make balconies for windows. I figured it would coincide with the last tutorial we did making windows, so it's kind of like a 5A, 5B, but we'll call this another one number 6. And I know it's been difficult to communicate with me lately since the new restrictions. So I'm possibly working on a Discord server or something like that that will allow everyone to communicate. And as soon as I get that made, I'll put those details in the comments for everyone to join. But for now, as soon as I do some lives, I will get everybody in here and we'll have some more fun. But let's get started with tutorial number 6. So let's make some balconies. So if you followed our last one, this was tutorial number 5, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to base it off this, and we're going to create balconies for these windows. We're going to do different shapes and everything like that. So for this first one, we're just going to do a simple square shape balcony. So we'll copy this one, pull it out about halfway, right? Now let's take it back as wide as it is on the other side. So go 0.125. Widen it back out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull out this little guy right here. And we're going to shrink this down, even smaller than this, to a 0.65. Now if I want it to be a 0.65, I have to shrink it down by 0.03125. And we're just going to make these all the same height just for reference, okay? Bring it out to the edge. And we're going to design this one right in place. So we're going to take that right there. And let's add a quick little design to this. And we take that right there. Bring it down halfway, put it right in the middle. And we will boom, expand it by 1. Now let's grab, we'll kind of just do this at random. Something like that. Oh, my circle went away. Great. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop that circle back in place. Because I copied it, and I know I did. Like that. We can even make another primitive on top there, just similar to this one. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to shrink this down one more. 0, 1, 5, 6, 2, 5. Because I want to be able to get different sizing in there. Looks good just like that. Now the fun part about designing rails is you can pick and choose what you want to go with. Let's take that. Let's flip that one over. This is what makes it so fun. Then if we want, we can grab those three. Flip them down like so. That's a nice little design. Now let's add a little design up here. So we're going to take our ball. Let's bring it up to right about here. Shrink it in just a smidge if we take it inside. There we go. Let's go even smaller so we can get some different sizes. And let's add in a cuboid. We're going to shrink this down as small as possible. There we go. Let me see what happens if we now snap that. Can we get it even skinnier? And we can. Alright, with that being like that, let's take this, move it to there. Actually, we take these every 45 degrees. I kind of like that right there. If we really want to get slick with it, we're going to lock this one in place. What we're going to do is we are going to bring That right down to the bottom. That one right there. We're going to grab this one. We'll copy that piece. Take it up. Just extend it slightly up like that. I don't want to get too much detail on this because I'll be here forever. So let's add in, lock that in place. We'll add in one more cuboid on it and call it good. Alright, now we got to group it all together. This is what happens when you don't group them. Alright, now that's grouped. And we'll take this one out. Like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come right here. And we're going to bring this up to height. we're going to take this all the way to the end. Do the same thing with this one. Make sure it's about the right same height. It is. Make sure we're going to send this into the wall, like so. All right, let's go back to our middle one right here. That's our middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece right here, copy that, run a pivot off the middle, and we are going to not let me mirror again. I hate some of these pieces, I swear. It's all right though, we'll just copy it and drag it all the way over, put it right in place. That's how you check. So it's actually 2 in. Beautiful. And now we need a little ball on the edge right here. Like so. And we can run this to a quarter because we know it'll line right up. Boom. And there you have it. A beautiful little window balcony. Let's grab the black. And we want metal. And if we end up painting the window, it's okay because we can paint it right back white, so it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to do one more quick one because it's about all we have time for. I try and keep these videos under 30 minutes because people get bored of watching if they're any longer. And we have a nice little beautiful balcony. There you guys have it. That's one. Let's see if we do the next one here in the next couple minutes. So we're going to do this one rounded. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in here. Actually, we'll come out this piece right here. We'll copy it. And we're going to take this down to a quarter. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring it out to where it fits right at center. Right about there. Then we're going to drop it down so we're not Z-fighting. So we're going to go really, really low. And we'll bring it down 2. Okay. Same thing with the other one. It's going to put us right in the center. We're going to shrink this down. Like so. Alright, we're going to bring it up a little bit. Bring it all the way out to the edge. We want to bring it out to the edge, but we don't want to bring it off the edge. If that makes sense. So it's about perfect height. We're going to make this one even simpler. Get a ball. Get another ball. Put it on top. Get another ball. Pull it back out. Like so. And we'll get a rounder piece in there. And we'll bring this all the way down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece up to the top. We're going to shrink this piece down to very small. We're going to lock that in place. And then we're going to grab our primitive cone. Like so. Flip it over one. Put it on top of that piece like so. And we're going to paint this. We're going to grab that green. Sandstone it. Sandstone the whole thing. keep it all in one. Now here's the hard part. When we do this, when we do the curve, we want to make sure that all the round pieces line up together. So this is going to be tough to do. So we're going to copy it. We're going to move the pivot to here. We're going to take it 22 degrees and see where they land. Wrong way. Blue. Okay. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. That is my fault. Now the fun part. I'm going to grab this right here. And that puts us in the middle, but we want to bring it up. And we want to shrink it down to right about there. And then we can move the pivot to this again. This is going to be a trial and error. Go to about 6 degrees. Actually, 6 might just do it. Let me bring it in, try 7.5. And actually, we can work with that. So what we're going to do, beautiful. Move pivot. And just like that, we have a beautiful rounded balcony and a beautiful square balcony. Now, it took a little bit longer than expected, but I want to show you guys some nice details that you can add on to your building to get you to the next step. Because in the advanced tutorial series, I'm going to take this a lot more extensive. So I'm trying to prep you guys as we get through, because this is going to be about a 12-part series for the beginners, and then I'm going to get into super more depth for the advanced guys. But anyways, go ahead and make some balconies yourselves. Take some pictures of them. Please share those screenshots in the comments. And I think I'm going to do a contest here on one of these tutorials to where the guy that has practiced the most and shown the most work and shown like the best improvement, I think I'm going to give away some Robux. But other than that, you guys have a great day, and Jack's out.